This is Eldad Amara, back with another video. Back with another video for you. Right, you know I've done a few videos on my prophecies, dreams and visions. Right, this is just a continuation of the last video that I've done on prophecies, dreams and visions. Right, listen, if you like this video, I want you to like, comment, subscribe and share. Like, comment, subscribe and share. Most of all, like my video. That way, hopefully, YouTube will show my video to a much wider audience. And for those who've already subscribed to my channel, and those who want to subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell up in the right hand corner, of your screen. And that way, you'll get my latest videos. You'll be notified on my latest videos when they come out. Okay, listen. Some of these dreams and visions I had, man. This is over 25 years ago. And quite a few of them have come to fruition. Now I'm going to say this now. Now listen carefully. I want you to listen up really carefully. Alright? Our government, that's the US government, the British government, Australian government, all these governments around the world are going to start to admit that we have been in contact with aliens from other planets. That's right, I said we've been in contact with aliens from other planets. They're going to have to come out and they're going to have to admit this. Right? There's too much evidence. Right? People now have their camcorders, they have their cameras, and they've got their iPads, and they're filming these objects flying around, and there's more and more and more of these things as time is passing, right? There seems to be more of these objects in the sky, and not only in the sky, but coming out of the sea. People have filmed them coming out of the sea. USOs, unidentified submatic, I can't even remember the word, but anyway, look it up. They've got objects coming out of the sea or going into the sea. They've been filmed. There's been objects filmed in the sky at night and even in the middle of the daytime. Government's gonna have to start admitting that they've been in contact with aliens from different dimensions. Too many people are filming them now. Not only that, I'll tell you this now. The government been working with these people for a long time. Right? They've been working with these people, for a long time. In secrecy. Some of your rules, your laws that come out, and you check the term draconian measurements. Listen, these beings have been in contact and working with your governments. Now listen, another thing is the government has to admit that they're coming out, because you see, we're in a new era. We've moved from Pisces to Aquarius. We've moved from Pisces to Aquarius. The sun is now closer to the planet, and a lot of truths have to come out. A lot of things are being revealed. Nature is unveiling a lot of things. Right? You can see these so-called humanoid reptilian beings, and they do exist. These humanoid beings, walking down the road right in front of your very eyes, right? Manifesting right in front of your eyes. People's already filmed these things, right? The government has to admit that they do exist. Believe you me. Another thing is, I reckon by the year 2024 to 2025, that is when they're going to have to admit that they've been working with these beings from other planets, yeah, other star constellations. Some of your past presidents in America have met these beings. I'm nuts. Don't believe me, it's all going to come out. I'll tell you something else as well. Some of these beings are in your government, are in your film industry, are your actors, yeah? Some of these people aren't human. They look human. I'm going to show you some pictures in the next video that I'm doing, yeah? On aliens. They look human, but they're not. Another thing, governments are surveilling people even more so now than they had done in the past. You got these eyes, these cameras, and they're watching people 24/7. Right? You got them in your home. Your television is a camera. Believe it or not, there's an eye in your television, which is a camera, and it's watching you. You got them in your digibox. You got little cameras, right? And they're watching you. They are watching you 24/7. They got them under lamppost, right? They have them in your lamppost. So whilst you're standing for lamppost, you could be recorded. Your conversation could be recorded. People have been caught out and have gone to prison, right? Not realizing that these cameras, yeah, have a recording device picking up the conversation and taking pictures. Let me tell you about this as well. Drones, right? They are starting to use drones, yeah? These like things that look like miniature airplanes, and they're flying around taking pictures of people. These things will be used soon, yeah, for anybody who the government thinks is acting in a way that they don't like, yeah. For example, if you're the sort of person the government fears is spreading misinformation, they'll have these drones up in the air following you everywhere you go. Or if you're the sort of person, you're a dog cheat and you've been found, alright, or the government are suspicious that you may be signing on and working at the same time, they'll have these drones, and these drones will be watching you flying around and recording your movements. Okay? Some of these drones have infrared light and even heat-seeking mechanisms on them, so you could be driving around at night. It ain't gonna make no difference, yeah? They will be able to scan and watch you. Let me tell you something else. Another dream and prophecy that I had. People will start to become less and less and less emotional, alright? People won't want to touch each other, physically touch each other. You can kind of see that happening now, yeah? Especially in light of this thing that's going on, right? And that's done deliberately also. They don't want people being too close to each other, right? So you're going to have family members, you're going to have friends, yeah? You're going to have people just not wanting to touch or feel, yeah? It's like we're living in a totally cold society, a very dystopic society. People seem to be more, how would I say, more interested in what is on their mobile phones than sitting down and having a conversation with each other. You see people, I've been to many places like pubs and stuff like that, and you have a group of 6 people and they're all sat around the table and nobody's having a conversation with each other, right? they're all hooked up on their phone. Whatever's in the phone, they're more interested in that than to sit there and have a conversation. Right? You got kids, they're sent off in the corner by the parents with their phones, right? So the parents can get 5 minutes or 10 minutes rest. They're sending their kids off to go and play on phones. What kind of society are we living in? What kind of society are we living in? What kind of future do you want for your kids? Because these kids are being drawn into this cyber technology and this cyberspace. We are soon going to be living in a very dystopic society, right? Where there'll be no touching, no feeling, yeah? People will hardly speak to each other. Is that the kind of world that you want? You know, alongside that, people are starting to have designer babies now. That's possible. You can have a baby and the child could be a mixture of various different genes, yeah? So you could choose your baby to be black with blue eyes, blonde hair, androgynous looking, yeah? Or extremely muscular. What kind of world is that? Choosing a baby and choosing a baby's eye color or its hair color, its texture, its build, yeah? What sex it is. Man is tampering around with nature, and the future is designer babies. That is the future. They even got sex robots. Sex robots, yeah? They're trying to develop them to look like human beings. You'll have female androids and male androids, yeah, with all their anatomy, and people will be having sex with these rather than having sex with another human being. What kind of madness is that? You see, they can eliminate feelings where when you're having sex with somebody and it's emotional, yeah, and sometimes you get emotionally attached. There's a lot of feeling that goes into sex. They don't have to have emotional contact, yeah, emotional feeling to that person. They just want the sex without the emotional feeling, the commitment and the emotional feeling, right, which is often involved in sex. Plus, they don't have to worry about getting pregnant. Yeah, that's the females. They don't have to worry about being pregnant or catching some venereal disease. They could have sex with an android robot. Man, what kind of future is this? It's just madness. But that is the future. That is the way the world is going. Going back to surveillance, right? The government, they've started to make insects, artificial insects, yeah, artificial bees and flies, yeah, and mosquitoes with cameras on them, going around surveilling people. You think I'm mad? Check it out. They got that kind of technology now, right? They can have a fly, a wasp, a bee, yeah, mosquito with a camera attached to it. In actual fact, I'll go one step further and I'll tell you that they have mechanically made insects, yeah, mechanically made mosquitoes, mechanically made things like ants, mechanically made flies. And you know what? When you try and use a fly spray and try and kill these things, you can't kill them. You could use a whole can of spray, right? Spraying these things and they don't die. Why they don't die? Because they're not natural insects. They're mechanical. And I'm telling you that now. So whether you want to believe me or not, the information and the technology is out there. Way out there. They're building smart cities as well now. Smart cities to go with your smartphone and your smart cars and your smart computers and your... Boy, it is mad. Soon people ain't going to be able to come out their house and do anything, yeah? They're building these smart cities in the inner city, right? With lights you can turn on, yeah? Just by talking to the lights, yeah? You got meters in your house, yeah? They can higher or lower the temperature. These are some of these gas companies and electric companies, yeah? They can, from external, they can turn up your heat or they can turn it down or turn it off altogether, yeah? You've got all that smart city technology. Come in. Do you want that? Do you really want that? Listen, I'll tell you another thing as well. You see, whilst you're standing by hedges having a conversation, it might be a personal conversation about something, right? Do you know that flowers kind of pick up your frequency and they can record your conversation, yeah? Because flowers are porous, yeah? So a flower can pick up your conversation and your mood and your feeling, yeah? The government are starting to develop this technology where they can take the leaves and put them under some kind of recorder and record your conversation from the leaf or from a series of leaves. You don't believe me? Why is it then that some people can talk to their plants and the plants listen to them, the plants grow bigger? Some people's got vineyards and they've got music playing in these vineyards, and for some reason the grapes grow bigger. Same with people who's got some flowers and they talk to them, right? The flowers start to grow and they grow sometimes twice the size of what they did before. Or they play music to the plants. So somehow the plants are listening, yeah, and picking up your frequency and your energy. So government now, they will be able to take these plants, yeah, because they're very porous, and put them underneath a microscope or underneath some kind of camera and be able to take your conversation. It's total madness, but believe you me, that technology is out there. If they haven't already done it, they're doing it. And one final prediction I'm going to make before I go. Between the year 2028 to 2030, there's going to be a massive calamity. The government already knows about this, right? A massive calamity, natural disaster. Now, if you want to know what it's going to be, right, you have to go back and watch some of my other videos, because where I talk about my dreams and prophecies, right, I've already explained that in other videos, right? So, if you really want to know what it is, go back and look at my other videos. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, the government knows about this. NASA knows about this. Right, if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe and share. Please like, comment, subscribe and share. Eldad Amara.
Want your man to be free, they want you now. Down on our knees, they want your man to be free, they want you now. Down on our knees. We read the Quran, book alive, boy, under the sun. Life's all fun, man, where's the gun? Eric killed the firstborn. You gotta stay strong like a lion inside. No one's meant to spine. Send a man to thinking. TV kills the mind, the body kills the head. Cause you do as they said, they don't want the money, they're already getting paid. TV kills the mind, the body kills the head. Cause you do as I said, they don't want the money, they're already getting paid. Don't get eye up the fear on the gun trade. Did you hear what I said? Big law get paid. Don't get eye up the fear on the gun trade. Did you hear what I said? Big law get paid. Gonna bring up destruction, African dysfunction, bad energy accumulates, cause a evil mind state. You will congregate, accumulate wealth through battery and health. Unclean mind blessed with stress, cause they invest rockets. Nobody can stop it. Mother of Capone, on the planet for their own. In space to clone, we moan, but can't make it on our own. It's using for the phone. Satellite needs your own. Freedom's a myth, but so is parachute. A coon fire coon. Watch what you eating, like the Garden of Eden. Food misleading, the sun for greeding. Kids getting more obese each season. Mind what you plan and eating. TV kills the mind, the body kills the head. Cause you do as they said, they don't want the money, they're already getting paid. TV kills the mind, the body kills the head. Cause you do as I said, they don't want the money, they're already getting paid. Don't get eye up the fear on the gun trade. Did you hear what I said? Big and I get paid. Black gold pandemonium, who's controlling them? Ethiopian beats on the move, not eloping. Wanna crossovers own them. What are those about? Sacrifice but lies. Peace now march, getting wise. Innocent lives taken where drone flies. Peace fighting for survival. State taken out with a rifle. Free speech stifle. The killing disciple like Carmichael. Now world's gone at the push of a button. What's in your food like mutton? No more free hunting. Free hunting. Self-reliance like Garvey said. I told my cousin before